So I've added some new things to my Mercier page for anyone who's interested. I know some of you all have been asking me to add stuff and talking about it from time to time, so I figured I'd let you know that I did add some things. I added some clothes as well. In case you're interested, make sure you go ahead and check it out when you get the chance to. What's up, everyone? It is your girl, Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace, and it's time for another battle of the palettes. So I know you're like, what are you doing with these two different palettes? So the closer and more I thought about this one, it reminded me of the Colourpop and Beauty and the Beast palette, because they have a lot of similar tones in them. I know I didn't put this in the video, but I didn't think about it at the time. But now that I thought about it, I figured we could try them both out side by side and see how they look. So I'm gonna show you how they look side by side. Now do keep in mind, I told y'all I changed my Beauty and the Beast one, so it actually does have one of those dual chrome shades that is in the Archeo palette that is not in the original Beauty and the Beast palette. Just something to keep in mind. But here's what both of them look like side by side. As you can see, I feel like they look pretty damn similar. If you're a person who likes more neutrals as opposed to lots of blue, I feel like you would like this one, even though I feel like both of them have like a minimal amount of blue to them. But this is what they both look like side by side. So I thought it'd be fun just to try them out, and it could be one of those, you know, like palette recreations, who did it better, me versus the indie brand, since I feel like it looks really similar. So I only took, I think, 2 shades out of here. I'm pretty sure I just took these 2 shades right here. So I added this yellow shade because I felt like it needed a yellow that didn't have sequin in it, and then I added this dual chrome shifting shade that I felt like would look really nice, that I feel like gives off some of the vibes of this dual chrome shifting shade right here. So I'm gonna put both those on the lid just so we can see what they look like, girl. But let me zoom in real quick and cute light. I will say there are gonna be differences just because the Colourpop one, if you all remember, it had like sequence in the shadow, and I feel like it's gonna run deeper than the one in the Clionadh palette. Just something to keep in mind. But otherwise, I feel like it's gonna be pretty close to spot on. That's why I thought it'd be fun to do this. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you're curious what's going on with my lips, though, I have on the new Fenty lip liner. So I have on the one in MVP. I'm actually wearing it all over the lips, and I just put the Fenty Heat Gloss Bomb on top of the lips just to see how the wear time would be with it. So that's what we're doing in today's video as far as the lips go. The face, I tried out those new Colourpop liquid blushes along with the Fenty lips, so that's what's going on with my face. And I have on one of the Clionadh highlighters. I have the shade Crisp. It's the one that's shaped like an apple. Is this? Yep, this one right here. So it's the apple colored one, and I feel like it gives a nice shift in tone on the face. So that's what I decided to work with today, along with 2 of the Side blushes. So I tried to use a whole bunch of new stuff in the video to try out that I didn't get to try in other videos. But without further ado, let's get into it, girl. I'll be right back. Y'all know the usual. I like swatch on the hand. These are the swatches of the lip liner, if anyone's curious. This is the Fenty lip liner right here, and MVP that I put all over my lips, and then this is the Fenty Heat. This is hit different from the Colourpop lip oils, and this is It's the Date. So I swatched those, but I didn't actually put those on my lips because I was trying to focus on the Fenty. I'll do those in another video. I'm gonna swatch the shades on my hand though now that I've done that video, and come back and we will do the Clionadh palette on camera, and I'll do the Colourpop one off camera since it has the dedicated video that's already up. I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Hey, y'all. So this is what I came up with the Colourpop. I know I was doing a whole lot, so I got a million swatches on my hand. I went outside and actually gave y'all swatches as well, but I figured I'd show these first, and then we would show the ones I went outside for. So this is Colourpop, Clionadh, Colourpop, Clionadh, wait, no, yeah, Colourpop, Clionadh. I was trying to figure out which shade to use, so I'm gonna end up using this one because I feel like it's a little more lighter. That'll match with this one a little better. That one, it already runs a little bit deep. So Colourpop, Clionadh. I'm thinking I might mix these 2 shades together because, as you can see, this one gives the green, but this one gives the pink. And when you turn them, this one shifts way more green than this one does. So I'm like, maybe if I mix them together, you can get that green and pink effect as opposed to just getting green, because I feel like I see more green in here than pink. So we'll see how it is mixing them together. I'm a little nervous about that, but I would put this one first and then kind of layer this one on top just to see how the shifts go. But anyway, Colourpop, Clionadh, Colourpop, Clionadh, and Colourpop, Clionadh. So I actually put a nice simple tone in the inner corner just because I was like, I wasn't trying to put the blue in there because, you know, we already had so much going on with the sparkle and the shift on the lid. When I get in the sun, hopefully you'll see it. But as you can see from the swatches that you're seeing right now while I'm putting on my eyeshadow primer, start off. So we're gonna start off with this yellow shade right here. Then we put that brown shade, this shade in the crease. Then we put what this shade and this shade are gonna go on the lid. This is gonna be our outer V shade, and this one's gonna be our inner corner shade. So I kind of just jumped all around the palette. I did use my switch to clean off the brushes because I was like, look here, I'm not trying to wash a million brushes. I already have the brushes from like over the weekend when I did the 3 Looks 3 palettes with this same brand. So I was like, what we not about to do is make myself wash even more brushes. So I was like, I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it, no, no, no. So I feel like that yellow is matching pretty damn well. I feel like this one might give like a little more buttercup yellow, and this gives like a little more like mustard yellow. That's the only real difference I see in them, but I feel like maybe when we put on the rest of the stuff it might not be as noticeable. I don't know. Anyway, next we're going to go into the shade Fragment, and the first shade we used was Nomad. So I'm gonna start putting this in the crease. I mean, like, I feel like you'll be able to tell the difference in this one just because I feel like this is like pinky beige and the other one's just more like rosy pink. So again, it's like slight nuances and differences that I feel like we're able to make you be able to tell the difference. But I'm hoping that for once the shade oxidizes and then they'll like look the same, at least for this experiment. Okay, so far so good. Let's get into this outer V shade called Deep Sea. I know this is definitely going to be lighter than the one that's on the other side, so I feel like that's going to be what really gives it away. I'm hoping when you like blend it out, it'll go deeper, because I swear I remember it going a little bit deeper when you blend it out. It wasn't going to be like super dark like this side, but it does blend out to a deeper shade than I expected it to, because this is one of the ones I feel like they did actually oxidize. Sounds good to me, ma'am. Let's take some glitter glue now, and then we will figure out how I'm about to layer these shades. But I feel like we're gonna do it the way I said. Just because, man. Shout out to Sigma for sending me these switches. They lifesavers, because honey, otherwise I'd have been in a hot mess. We're gonna start off with Glyph, and then we're gonna go with Terrain on top of it. As you can see, this one pulls definitely more pink to start off with, but they both have like that pink greenish like thing to it, and I feel like this is the only, like this and the slight nuances is what makes it different. But I'm hoping once I add that other shade on top, you might not be able to tell the difference. I don't know. This will be my first time like trying them together, because I've only tried one in the inner corner, like one on the lid, and the one I'm putting on the lid now is the one I originally tried on the lid, and then I just added Terrain to the inner corner to give an extra pop with one of the 1 to 3 looks I did with each one of these palettes, because I've done one look with each palette. But when I really thought about it, I felt like this one was really similar to the Colourpop one, so I wanted to put it to the test. So now we're gonna put on the shade Terrain. I just flipped over the brush and we're gonna lightly like start tapping it just to see like if it'll give us similar vibes, because now I feel like it's putting more orange on the lid. So I'm just anxious to see what's gonna happen now that we're putting all this together and tapping all this and, you know, whatever. So here's what we're working with. As you can see, they don't look the same on the lid at all. So that's the part that kind of ruins it for me, because otherwise I feel like all the mattes look quite similar. And maybe if I just put one shade on the lid as opposed to the other one, it might look better. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go in the shade with Artifact now. That's the inner corner shade for this eye. So but yeah, this is the finished look. So as you can see, they're both shifting and sparkling. It's just they're giving like different tones at different times. So backing on up. So comment down below and tell me which eye you prefer. Do you prefer Miss Colourpop with her Beauty and the Beast situation, or do you prefer the Archeo palette with its situation? Because I feel like both of them look nice. It's just a question of what you like for each side. I feel like obviously the Colourpop one would be more affordable, but technically I don't know if it would, because depending on how much this dual chrome multi-chrome costs to add to put in here. In this shade, it might go up a little bit high, but I still feel like it would be more affordable than the one from Clionadh at the end of the day, because I forgot how much these were, but you know, they were a nice little penny. I think they were like in the 70s and the 80s in the US dollars. I'm pretty sure this one was like 74 and the Ocean one was 81 for some reason, but this one and the original one were like 75 and Ocean was like 81, and then like the whole bundle was like 205. So even with that, even buying the dual chrome or multi-chrome and just adding to this palette along with the yellow shade, I feel like would still be more affordable than getting this palette, as long as you don't care about like, I want to say like this shade, and maybe this shade, because I feel like those are the three that are different on this bronzy shade. So if you don't care about 1, 2, 3, and 4, I feel like you might be okay with having the Colourpop one if you rearrange it the way I did. But those are my thoughts on it. So comment down below and tell me which eye you like better. I actually think I like the Colourpop one just a tad bit better than this eye. Not that this one looks bad or anything is wrong with it. Random side note, I do have on a highlighter. I think I told y'all that earlier in the video though, but I don't have necessarily an issue with it. It's just, I don't know, it's something about the Colourpop one, the way the colors shift in the shimmer that I put on the lid is just giving me a little bit more extra oomph that I'm feeling that I'm here for. So I'm gonna pick that one personally. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you're interested. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. Okay, y'all, let's go from day to night with this cute little two-piece situation. So there's actually a pair of matching shorts that goes with this, but I'm starting off the day real cute like with a pair of distressed white jeans with this nice shirt. My necklace is from J. Crew. If you want to buy this set, which you'll see the shorts in a few moments, we go to the night portion of this little short. You can get them from my Poshmark page. I'll have it linked down below, but I thought this was too cute. I have one extra small, one small, 2 mediums, and 1 large for anyone interested. But this is what we're working with. This to me is a perfect little daytime brunch with the girls situation.